I'm Steph, and today we're going to do a mountain meditation script for winter. Please get all of the props that you need to support you. This meditation is usually done from a seated position. It can be done on a yoga mat, in a chair, even on a bed or a couch. Make sure that you have the supports you need to support yourself. Maybe a yoga block to sit on or a bolster. And if you don't have those props available, you can even sit on some pillows or some blankets. And if you're cold, feel free to cover up, have a blanket or some cozy socks. Some people like to sit up against a wall for support when they meditate. So wherever you are, let's begin by coming into a comfortable seat. Settle into your body. Sit up nice and tall, lengthening through the crown of the head. See if you might notice those actual points of contact, those places in the body that feel the sensation of being grounded to a system of support beneath you. As you find this position of stability, and maybe even a little bit of poise, notice if your upper body is balanced over the hips and the shoulders in a comfortable but maybe alert position, or perhaps you can lift a little higher and feel a little sense of uplifting from where you are. Wherever you are, maybe place the hands on the thighs or the knees. Let the arms dangle by their own weight, almost as if they're heavy curtains, stable yet relaxed. And begin to sense into the body, feeling your feet, legs, hips, lower and upper body, arms, shoulders, neck, and head. And if it feels right for you, you can allow the eyes to gently close and bring your awareness to the breath. The actual physical sensation of the breath. Feel each breath as it flows in, flows out. Let the breath be just as it is, without trying to change the breath or regulate the breath in any way. Just allow it to flow easily and naturally with its own rhythm, own pace. Knowing that you are breathing perfectly well right now. There's nothing for you to do. Allow the body to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, sense of being complete, whole, in this very moment. With your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. As you sit here, let an image form in your mind's eye an image of the most magnificent, beautiful mountain you know or have seen, or maybe one that you can imagine. Let it gradually come into greater focus. And even if it doesn't come as a visual image, allow this sense of this mountain and feeling its overall shape, maybe its lofty peak or peaks high in the sky, the large base rooted in the bed of the earth's crust, its steep or maybe gently sloping sides. Notice how massive this mountain is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful. Whether from afar or up close, perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top and trees reaching down to the base, the rough granite sides, or maybe streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. Or maybe one peak or a series of peaks. Or maybe your mountain is with meadows and high lakes. Observe it. Note its qualities. And when you feel ready, see if you can bring the mountain into your own body. Sitting here so that your body and the mountain and your mind's eye become one. So that as you sit here, you share in the massiveness and the stillness and majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in the sitting posture, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body, and affording a panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms, the sides of the mountain, your glutes and legs, the solid base, rooted to the support beneath you. Experience in your body a sense of lifting from deep within the pelvis and the spine. With each breath, as you continue sitting, become a little bit more of a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness. Completely what you are, beyond words and thoughts. A centered, grounded, unmoving presence. As you sit here, become aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colors are changing virtually, moment by moment, in the mountain stillness. And the surface teems with light and activity, streams melting snow, waterfalls, plants, and wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night. The bright, warming sun, followed by the cool night sky, studded with stars, and the gradual dawning of a new day. Through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always remaining itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. And winter, there's a blanket of snow and ice, and then the summer comes and melts the snow. But maybe a little snow remains in the very peaks where it's sheltered from direct sunlight. And then in the fall, the mountain may have beautiful colors, dressing it in fall foliage. And then winter returns, and the mountain is covered in a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, the mountain may find itself at times enshrouded by clouds and fog, or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it isn't a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy, too rainy, too foggy or dark. None of this matters to the mountain, which remains itself at all times, its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go. Tourists may like it or may not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are unchanging, whether people see it or not. Seen or unseen, in sun or in clouds, broiling or frigid, day or night, the mountain just sits, being itself, at times visited by violent storms, covered by snow and rain, and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. When spring comes, trees begin to blossom, flowers bloom, and the high meadows and slopes, birds are singing, streams overflow, the waters of melting snow, and through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self. Through the seasons, through the changing weather, the ebb and flow of the surface of the mountain remains its essential self. And in the same way as we sit in meditation, we too can learn to experience the mountain. We embody the same central, unwavering stillness, the groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives over seconds, over hours, over years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body and of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of color and our moments of drabness. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies. Buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain, we endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as the moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we are able to link up with its strength and stability and adopt them for ourselves. We can use the mountain's energies to support our energy, to encounter each moment with mindfulness, equanimity, and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We sometimes tend to take it all very personally, but its strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honored, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. And in holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness, a deeper wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much more. If we can open ourselves to let in the wisdom and energy of the mountain. If you're able in some way to resonate with the strength and stability of the mountain as you sit, come back to this in your meditation practice to remind you of what it means to sit mindfully with resolve and with wakefulness, true stillness. For the next few moments, continue to sustain this mountain meditation on your own, breath by breath, moment by moment. Begin to deepen your breath. And when the time feels right for you, you can blink the eyes open. Thank you for sharing this meditation practice with me today. Feel free to stay where you are and rest as long as it feels right for you. May the energy of the mountain be with you throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your journey. I bow to you.